Hello traders, today we'll be looking at heads-up display. We'll be checking out the different features, what they mean and how to use them. I'll structure this video by following these bullet points. We'll first look at the label, the different parts of it, then we'll look at the other parts that we can see on the chart. So as a default, when you add heads-up display to your chart, it comes kind of busy with so many things on the screen. I'll explain what they all mean, and that's what this video is all about. So the first part of the label is the signals. We've got three signals: primary 1, primary 2 and secondary. Primary 1 and primary 2, primary 1 is displayed as an arrow. That's the trade signals you see on the chart. Primary 2 is displayed as the triangles, and then the secondary signal is displayed as the label. The secondary short, long secondary, short secondary, that's the secondary signal. The triangle, that's the primary 2, and then the arrow, what we have here, the arrow is primary 1. You can switch between primary 1 and primary 2 by toggling this here. So we know that this is primary 1 and this is primary 2. If we toggle or switch this off, the arrow becomes primary 2. We can see that here. So you can, as a default, is set to primary 2 because that is what we use on the Telegram and Discord and Twitter. I personally trade primary 2 because it suits my kind of style of trading. For the purpose of this video, I'll leave it on primary 1. Right. So currently primary 1 is short, primary 2 is short, secondary signal is short. There's an alignment of all three of them, and that is short. Then we now have another set of signals that are not on the chart. System 1 and system 2, they are for check purposes. They are also short, and they align as short. That's what this second part is about. Then the third part is price action. At this moment, price action is bearish. The buyer's trend is bullish, looks to be tending to bearish sometime soon. The swing is bearish and the momentum is bearish. And the summary of that is to go short. So now we have three different systems telling us short. Short here, and short here. And the last part is a section where you can look at all the trading pairs without having to change this chart. You can select what pairs you want to be viewing by going to the setting and then changing the slot here. You can change, for instance, on this chart currently I have Sol as ticker 1. You can change it to say for instance something, let's just say FTX, yes, FTT, sorry. So right now we now have FTT as the first trading pair. You can check, you can make changes to this as you deem fit. Alright, so that's for the label. Let's turn that off in a bit. Right, so now the second part of this video is we'll be looking at the different displays on the screen. We already know that the triangles are signal primary 2, we can turn that off. We've looked at that. And the EMAs, we've got 3 of them: red, yellow, and blue. Red is very fast, yellow is fast, and blue is slow. We all know EMAs can be used as support and resistance, and then the direction in which they tend can give us an idea if there's a trend, upward trend or downward trend. So they're all sloping up: red above yellow, yellow above blue, then that's an uptrend, and they're sloping up. If they're sloping down, that's a downtrend. We can use them as resistance and support. You can see over here blue is behaving like a resistance, and over here it's behaving like a support. Different times they do different things. We've looked at the EMAs. We've also looked at the secondary signal. We need to look at the circle on the chart. The circles, they indicate when there's a downward or upward reversal potentially. The yellow means we're topping and we should drop. The purple means we're bottoming and we should rise, reverse back up. And the flags, they do virtually the same thing, but they're based on different tools. The flags also come in red and blue. The blue means we're bottoming and should rise, price should reverse to the upside, and the red means price is topping and should drop. The flags aren't as common as the circles. You rarely see the flags, but when they do show up, you know what they mean. So we're done with the flags. You can turn them off. And then we now have price action entering into bullish and bearish zones. Over here, price action has entered a fully bullish zone, and over here it has entered a fully bearish zone, even though it was after the move. It gives you an idea where price is bias wise. Okay, we can turn that off as well. This is the label, and this is the those are the lines. Then the last part is the background color. The background color tell you where we are also in terms of bias. Are we bullish or are we bearish? The green tell us that we're currently in a very bullish zone. The red tells us we're in a bearish zone, and it's displayed on the chart as background color. You can see that. So you've got multiple tools telling us different things, and it's up to us to make use of all the information we've got at our disposal to take a trade. I personally work with primary signal 2. I have this turned off, and that's what I trade. The performance of primary signal 2 is better than that of primary signal 1. You can see here 2 in the period under review would have taken 107 trades with 62.62% accuracy, 2.945 profit factor, and a net profit of 206. Signal 1, on the other hand, in the same period would have taken 50 trades with 58% accuracy, 1.893 profit factor, and a net profit of 70.58. Drawdown is a lot more than that on primary signal 2, so I tend to stick to primary signal 2. Different assets primary 1 and 2 work differently on different assets, so there isn't one size fits all. What works for A might not work for B, just like we're all different individuals. So I think that has covered everything, at least for this first part of for this first tutorial. We can look at more in-depth analysis of the different parts as time proceeds, but this should be enough to get you by. If you have any questions, do drop me an email on my mail, dev@abdullahiadedeji.com, or join the Discord, send me a private message, or send me a private message on Telegram or on Twitter, Adedeji Edgebot. So thank you. Have a good day trading. Cheers.